Yeah,
Okay, you say that this new album really captures the essence of what you are as a band. So, what is that? That's that essence.
I think this is quite a mature album for this band because I think we've been experimenting a little bit on the previous album and we've tried some different ways. But I think that on this album we really understood when it was time to songwrite where we wanted to go as a band. So I think we have learned a lot of the experience of the previous album and we've also been able to write some different kinds of songs. Like there are some really heavy songs and powerful songs on the album which we really like to play live and which represent really well the energy that we have when we play a live show. But also we have some more anthemic songs with bigger choruses, which are also part of our history with songs that we always had, like Heaven's a Lie or Our Truth or Enjoy the Silence, like songs that have been very popular at
Yeah.
radio or at the live shows for singing along. And then we have also some ballads which are a little darker and which are also part of our sound. So I think there's the sound of Lacuna Coil is basically consisting of three main elements, which are metal music, rock music, and dark atmospheres. And all these three elements have always been in our history. I think you can always recognize those elements in our music, even if sometimes we've been pushing more the rock side, sometimes more the metal side, like in Karma Code, or sometimes more the dark side, like in Unleash Memories or Reverie or Comalize.
Oh, great. This album you choose again Don Gilmore for the production.
Yep.
He's a producer more used to polish the bands he works with, like erasing all the aspect of raw production. So did you went for that to have a really clear and polished sound in this album?
No, I think that was more in Shallow Life.
Yeah.
There was more of that, but this album we've been only work with done on the product on the artistic production, and then we've been mixing and mastering the album in Italy with different people, right? Because we wanted to sound the album to sound heavier and with guitars more in the front and with different sound. So I don't think that this album sounds very similar to Shallow Life. I think it has much more of a raw sound compared to that one. And so we have learned working with Don where we really like him to step in and help us to songwrite or to adjust the lyrics for the songs. And we've also learned that we don't want him to mix the album because he has this style which is more, as you say, polished and more rock oriented.
Yeah.
So we didn't mix the album with him because we knew we wanted a different kind of sound.
Yeah. Well, man, now that I listen the whole album, I get the meaning of your words saying that this album is a mix of the new and old sound of Lacuna Coil. Because, for example, you have songs like Fire or No Time that sounds more like the Shallow Life. And then you have
Yeah.
songs like My Spirit or Kill the Light that sounds more like the old vibe. So,
Yes.
do you think this will confuse your fans because you have a lot of hardcore fans of your first stage as a band, and then you have more newer fans of this new sound?
No, I think it is good for to have a little bit of everything. You know, you got the old school fans that are coming to the show as well as you have all the new kids that are coming. So, or just people that have heard Spellbound on the radio in America, for example, where it's been really successful, and when they just come and they don't even know that the first part of our career, and or just, they just discover it later, and so it is the way we are. We're the type of band that has different generations of fans coming to the show. We can have a person which is older than us as well as some people our age that has been following the band since the beginning, but also a lot of new kids, especially in America or in the UK. We got really 14, 15 years old coming to the show. So there is a bit of everything because we have our crowd. It is there is a variety of people. It's not just these kind of people that have always followed the band, you know. And I think it's cool that you have something for everybody. And we still like what we've done before. It's not that we don't like it anymore, but we incorporate also some different elements to the music. So there is an evolution in the record of the band, and then everything appeal in our set list. When we play a song from Comalize or Karma or Shallow Life, they all go together pretty well in the live set. So there is not that much difference that you can't put it together.
Well, Shallow Life were received by a lot of sites as a goodbye to gothic metal and a welcome to a more rock or alternative rock oriented sound. In that time, 2 years ago, were you really interested in change the band sound or just trying something different?
No, we were trying something different, and some stuff worked out really well for us because we discover new possibilities for the band and new directions to go. Some other stuff we listen to it right now and say, okay, maybe we tried it. It's not really where we want to go, where we need to go as a band, so we don't not gonna repeat it. But I think you have to try, especially after you have a few album out. You have to go somewhere else to try to understand where you wanna go with the band. We're not the type of band that they repeat exactly the same record all the time. We try to add a little different elements every record. So for us, it's important to try. And sometimes you try and you do great things. Sometimes you try, you do stuff that okay, I tried it, it's not working. So it was normal for us to try, and that record allowed us to go to become a stronger band later, understanding better what is it the essence of our sound. So you have to try to progress, I think.